Today's topic. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yani watu on the internet wanataka kunionea nikiongelea ngono. How the mighty have fallen. Anyways, so I've really contemplated making this video for the longest time. For the longest time. Um as part of my mini Easter series of tiny acts of self-love. In my personal life, I've experienced the topic yenye tunaenda kuongelea leo. It has been a major roadblock towards my journey of self-acceptance and love and compassion. So here we are making this video. So if you haven't guessed yet, the topic of this video leo is self-love and sex. So in my personal life, in my personal life, as a person who mwenye ako in his early 20s, of course nime encounter this topic. Now, the way I encounter, first of all, was majorly from a religious point of view, where the church encourage stuff like not procrastination, equal pro-abstinence, you get, and the whole idea of waiting before marriage, and also there's certain people you have kweli, there's certain people you're supposed to have sex with na kuna wengine you're not supposed to have it with. Okay, am I allowed to say sex? Am I don't know. Okay, for the purposes of this video, oh my god, intercourse. Should I call it intercourse? Intercourse. Mzungu. But like, yeah, coming from that perspective, and it ilikuwa ina shan like a lot of things, and basically that's me just sharing my this nitaiweka hapo juu. So a couple of weeks back I decided to kind of like do some sort of research, questions zenye niko nazo kuhusu certain aspects of intercourse. I think data is intercourse. Certain aspects of intercourse that I'll go read about them. And my sources are nothing but ChatGPT and certain internet sites that I cannot mention. Not that I cannot mention. I basically don't remember. Reddit. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt. And also, I'm encouraging you to go and research on your own this topic. In fact, what are you going to research about? So what I was hoping to get from this, or researching about certain questions that I have around this area, I wanted to have an empowerment and a sense of agency. I wanted to feel like I'm making decisions based of knowledge yenye niko nayo, that si tapi tu, yani in the darkness. I'm not groping in the darkness. Also, I was hoping to get clear on the origins and reasons behind my desires and my wants. Okay, niko na script hapa yenye nasoma. So if you notice me glancing away, I'm reading a script. I was hoping that by my understanding that my I was hoping that me, by understanding them, I could control them and eventually do away with them. Now, me right now, I realize that I don't have to do away with them. But also kuna watu wengine who claim that they have been able to like pray away their sexual desires or something like that. So, I can't really say the same from my experience. Well, I can say that it's sad that we have not really been educated that much from trusted sources about this topic, because akuna our parents never talked up to us about this. Even most of us do not want to be talked with about this topic, kwa sababu iko so cringy and iko so messy and like ugh. So I also most definitely do not claim to have to be a trusted source, and I therefore urge you to continue to read this topic and educate yourself further, to be able to reach to a place where we are accepting and have um, an internal, how do I call this, an internal an acceptance as well as compassion towards our bodily desires. Hey, should I call it bodily desires? Towards our bodily desires, we have to excavate. Step one, we have to excavate our beliefs. We have to excavate what are my beliefs about intercourse. Where did I get them from? From who? If I have been taught to be ashamed of certain things, to avoid certain things, um, who taught me that? And from here, utapata like there are so many divergent views on this topic. You know, kuna wale wa church who are pro abstinence. Then kuna the other community which was kind of formed as a rebellion of the church view. And these can also bring about excessiveness, whereby unapata people are in like these two poles of this view, and this can lead to like a lot of repression of desires. And repression does not actually mean that they have gone away. Inamaanisha tu that they have just laid a bit dormant. Then kuna when they become hypersexual, unapata wako everywhere, they're all over the place. And not that this is bad or anything, but I was just trying to point out that there are like two opposite extremes of the pole, of this pole. And as young people, we can really get caught up in which one is right and which one is wrong, or at least I have. But coming back to the issue that we really need to excavate, we need to ask ourselves, what is my this story? What beliefs do I have around this? And for this, you can ask yourself some different um, some different questions, which I will put up here right now. And the reason why we are doing this, because our 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 sex story has been shaped by many things: religion, religion and cultural teachings, early experiences and traumas. Kuna watu, when they were young, they experienced um, some form of abuse relating to this topic. Messages from media, the media you consume, movies, conversations you have with your peers, media you consume with your peers. So we need to find out this story, and after interrogating these stories, it could reveal so many things about ourselves that are also like non-sexual. For example, how do we have boundaries? Like, what is our sense of self-perception? Because this can also bleed in to how we view ourselves, our bodies, and like just our sense of worth in the context of intercourse. When you're pro abstinence, wale wachanya nini nini, and this can lead to like a lot of repression of these